For this, the final project, this is a model of the field, and you can see that there's this is to simulate a solar collector farm on a planet where there are two suns. So the angle here, we have one set that's going to be at 45 degrees and the others at 25 degrees. So the robot has to be able to communicate with the field, and the field will tell it what the angle of the roof is on the particular side that the robot's on, which one, there'll be one in place and one missing. So the robot will have to pick one up off the platform here. This platform is 2 inches. The level of the platform is two inches above the floor here. And then the field will tell it which one is missing a plate, and then the robot will have to put one on the missing one, and then go to the other side and pick off the one on the other side and put it back on the platform. And we'll let you either then restart on the other side, or you'll get extra points if you can build the robot low enough in height so that it can go underneath the field and complete the mission all at once. On the other side, there'll be a different type of collectors, and of course the angle is different. So one type will be made out of aluminum, and so they'll be around 2.3 pounds. The other ones will be made out of we're not sure yet, something probably be about a pound, like either it'd be 3D printed or made out of Lexan or acrylic. So one set will be, the aluminum will be much heavier than the other type. You'll notice that on the field there will be these different lines, both to find where the platform is here, and then there'll be a series of lines so that the robot can accurately determine where it is relative to these plates. There'll also be these rails which you have the option of using or not, right? So these are just 2 by 2 by 1/8 inch angles, and you can see you can have some kind of fixture on the side of your robot so that as you approach the rail, it will help guide you. Right, so you can see that way you can just, in terms of motion as you approach the roof or the solar collector roof, you just have to be worried about back and forward positioning. And the guide here will take care of making sure that you're squared up with the roof. But they're off to the side, so you don't have to use those if you don't want to. You certainly can make a robot that's narrow enough to not interfere with these. And I have a couple of plates here. So some of the plates are shown if they were hanging, and then other plates are, maybe this would be what you would want to aim for. In other words, so there's a 3/16 half-inch high pin, dowel pin, and then this is a 1-inch diameter hole. So if you try and design your robot to, center these, and then as you release it, it will just sit down on the pins. That this is just to, the hole is pretty big, just to make it a little bit easier to get that on there. So what I want you to do for this lab is actually develop. This obviously doesn't have a lot of detail in it. It's just kind of a concept robot, and but what you'll have to do is figure out the exact position of the links and then demonstrate. I'll have you make a video for the drop. You'll put a video in the Dropbox that will show that that your links will actually work, and I'm going to explain how to do that in just a minute. But you can see that for this position, and let me just turn the visibility of these off. Whoops. Okay, so now I'm just going to change the transparency on this one. So you can see that from this side, as you approach, you got to be able to just sit this down